There are moments in life that arrive without warning, quiet but devastating, and this week one such moment came from a hospital bed thousands of miles away. Thomas Markle, desperately ill and fighting for his life, sent a message that felt like a last plea: "I don't want to die estranged." A simple sentence, yet it carried years of silence, regret, and a relationship shattered long before his leg ever was. And what unfolded next revealed a story far more complicated than anyone expected. Doctors in the Philippines had just performed a life-saving amputation after discovering a massive blood clot running the length of his thigh. They described it as a life-or-death decision, one misstep, and the infection could have reached his heart. Even now, he's not out of danger. Nurses watch him carefully, the machines around his bed blinking through the cold air of the ICU. But in the middle of this chaos, one detail stood out. Despite headlines claiming Meghan had reached out, the hospital had received no call, no message, no contact at all. And the confusion only deepened from there. For 6 long years, father and daughter have lived on opposite sides of a silence that neither seems willing or able to break. Their rift began before Meghan's wedding in 2018, spiraling after staged paparazzi photos and 2 heart attacks that left Thomas unable to walk her down the aisle. The former Prince Charles stepped in, something Thomas later called an incredibly gracious gesture. But the emotional distance that formed afterward never healed, even as Meghan built a new life, a new identity, and a new family of her own. So when reports claimed she had finally reached out, many hoped it meant reconciliation. But Thomas, still processing the loss of his leg, said he never received anything. Not a call. Not a message. And certainly not contact from the representatives supposedly acting on her behalf. A spokesman later insisted that Meghan had emailed him, but reportedly to an address he hasn't used in at least 5 years. Those close to him say he never uses email at all. And so the mystery grew. Was it an honest mistake, a misunderstanding, or something else entirely? Meanwhile, Thomas lay recovering, his life changed in a single night. He had moved to Cebu earlier this year hoping to escape constant headlines about Meghan and Harry, yet the irony now is painful, the stories followed him anyway. Even in the ICU, he tried to keep his spirits up, joking darkly, "I wanted to lose weight, but not like this," and later, "If anyone wants to mess with me, I don't have a leg to stand on." But beneath the humor was a fear he couldn't hide. The fear of losing his independence. The fear of waking up at night unsure if he could keep going. And worst of all, the fear of leaving this world without ever seeing his grandchildren. He has never met Archie. Never met Lilibet. Never even met Prince Harry. And as he lay there, feeling the strange phantom limb of the leg he no longer had, he admitted what truly weighed on him: "I want to see them before it's too late." Rumors swirl, reports conflict, and no one outside the family truly knows what Meghan feels or intends. Some say she learned about the crisis through the news. Others say she did reach out, and the message landed in the wrong place. But none of it changes the reality Thomas faces: months of rehab, a long recovery, and the haunting possibility that time may be running out faster than reconciliation can arrive. Still, in his small, guarded hospital room watched over by nurses, protected from paparazzi, far from the glamour of Montecito, he whispered gratitude to the well-wishers around the world. "I'm alive," he said quietly. "And I'm grateful." Yet the unspoken truth hung in the air: gratitude cannot fill the empty space where family should be. And so the question lingers, delicate and heavy, in the quiet between 2 lives moving in opposite directions: will a bridge ever be built, or will this final plea be the last message a father sends into the silence?